Hi everyone. I have enjoyed viewing your Unit 1 vlogs and reading your peer responses. I noticed that many of you wove in aspects of your music education philosophy assignment, which I admit was the purpose of placing those two deadlines so closely together. I noticed several themes in your vlog posts, two of which I will respond to in this video. The two themes are technology and the potentially overwhelming amount of information provided in the revised standards. For those of you who are active Facebook users, there's a great page called Humans of New York, which posts pictures of average New Yorkers and offers a brief look into their everyday lives. A post from June 16th particularly struck me. It was a photo of a person's notebook with the caption, "When I started working over 30 years ago, computer technology changed slowly. It was like going from a skateboard to a bicycle to a motorcycle to a car. Now it's changing so fast I can't keep up. Every 5 years it goes from a skateboard to an aircraft carrier. So I'm sitting here sketching the library to keep from going nuts." This caption seems to sum up what many of you expressed in your vlog posts. Technology is changing rapidly. We can resist the change, but the change still occurs, and it greatly impacts our students, educational policy, and the way we teach. So it's no surprise that technology plays a role in the revised standards. Some of you mentioned that you're glad you are young and in the formative years of your career so that you can more easily adapt to change. But 20 years from now, what will you do? How can you develop skills to embrace rapidly changing technology throughout your career? I would like to introduce you to a very helpful pedagogical model. The model is called the TPACK model, which stands for Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge. According to TPACK's website, TPACK is a framework that identifies the knowledge teachers need to teach effectively with technology. At the heart of the TPACK framework is the complex interplay of three primary forms of knowledge: content, pedagogy, and technology. The TPACK approach goes beyond seeing these three knowledge bases in isolation. Effective technology integration for pedagogy around specific subject matter requires developing sensitivity to the dynamic transactional relationship between these components of knowledge situated in unique contexts. Understanding TPACK has helped me move toward more meaningful technology integration and having the power to choose when and what type of technology is appropriate in a given situation, instead of incorporating technology merely for the sake of incorporating it or because I feel pressured to do so. I highly encourage you to learn more about the TPACK model at tpack.org. Dr. William Bauer from the University of Florida has also written extensively on TPACK integration in music contexts, and you may find his work helpful. That leads me to the second theme I will discuss, which is the overwhelming amount of information provided with the new standards. They're very different from those clean-cut 9 standards we're used to. According to the June 4th webinar that was part of the National Core Arts Standards launch, the standards writers envision teachers picking and choosing among presented INCR standards. They are not expecting all teachers to address all standards in their classrooms within a year. Rather, the beauty of these revised standards is that they present the big picture. Within a student's pre-K through grade 12 experience, it's hoped that students will meet most, if not all, of these standards. Along with that, please note that music technology is a special strand. Though the standards writers encourage more digital technology to be infused in music teaching at all levels, the main focus in these new standards is the recognition from our standards writers and reviewers that music technology is an up-and-coming area of interest and study for students. The webinar presenters also emphasize that these standards are voluntary. They are merely a guide to highlight and prompt music teachers to extend what they are already doing well. One way to approach the revised standards is to sift through and find out how they align with what you're already doing in your classrooms. Then you may want to add one or two new standards to your teaching for this coming year. Great job with vlogs for Unit 1, and I look forward to viewing your Unit 2 vlogs and our conversations online.